Hi, everyone, once again. My name is Roxy, and today, together with Alex, we'll go through overcoming franchise marketing and customer experience challenges with Location Leaderboard webinar. As mentioned, my name is Roxy. I'm managing product and customer success here at Promo Republic. I lead strategy for growing multi-location brands and especially franchises. I spearhead creation of Copilot, which is our analytics offering. And my focus is in enhancing customer experience and delivery of results and success for marketers. Besides work, I'm into tea meditation, natural wine, and fitness. So if you want to discuss something besides work, I'm open. And together with me, I have Alex Harbanyov. Alex.
Roxy, thank you so much for the introduction. For those of you who have yet to meet me, my name is Alex Harbanyov. I'm the local marketing expert here at Promo Republic. I'm really on the forefront of collaborating with all of our franchise and multi-location businesses to understand where their bottlenecks are when it comes down to local digital marketing and coming up with intuitive ways powered by Promo Republic to help support and resolve those challenges. Outside of work, I'm a father to one as of right now for a 19-year-old little boy by the name of Daniel. When I'm not
19 year
doing,
old.
no,
19 years.
19-month-old, see, lack of sleep. Uh, when I'm not working or with the baby, I'm passionate about scuba diving, recently got into mountain biking, and love travel and eating good food along the way. It's great to see everybody here.
Yeah, and just for your information, for those who joined us just now, we have a chat. If you have any questions, we are happy to answer them. You can ask them during our webinar, or we'll have Q&A afterwards, so you have space to ask your questions. And we'll have a recording, and we'll share the recording afterwards, so you'll have access to the data and information. Our agenda for today will focus on the common franchise and marketing and customer experience challenges and frameworks that will help to utilize data to solve them, understanding how Location Leaderboard works and the practical use cases. And we'll go through workflow integrations. What should you do or can you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to improve your marketing and customer experience? And for those that joining us first time, or just a reminder, Promo Republic is one data-driven platform, and we are one marketing platform to easily consolidate your marketing tools, assets, data, workflows for seamless collaboration with franchisees. So we have marketing plus data in-house. That is our key focus. Coming to the topic, today markets and platforms are evolving faster than ever. Franchisees and customers have increasingly high expectations for your customer experience and communication strategies. These dynamic shifts contribute to 4 core challenges that every franchise faces. First, brand inconsistency. Maintaining a uniform brand message across locations is difficult. There is local variations that confuse customers. Second, performance tracking. Analyzing data from multiple locations requires advanced systems to track performance and feedback effectively. Third one, local marketing adaptations. You need to tailor strategies to diverse local markets while maintaining brand consistency, and it's usually tough. And last but not least, communication gaps. Clear communication between franchisor and franchisees is crucial to avoid misalignment on strategies and goals. So adopting a data-driven framework can help you to overcome many of these franchise marketing and customer experience challenges. But let's be honest, data can feel like creative person's worst enemy. It's usually seen as something for a data nerd or just a tool for reporting. But the truth is that we rarely get those neat, organized dashboards with all the answers. Most of the time, if we want to find what we are looking for, we need to go and dig through ourselves to understand what's going on there. What should we solve? And that is a challenging one. So data can sometimes feel overwhelming. underutilized because it's overwhelming, especially for franchise operators and marketing teams that are pretty small and have a lot on their plates. Centralizing data is time consuming, taking hours, weeks, sometimes months or years. And the data may already be outdated by the time when you have it in one place. This leads to underutilization of data in decision-making process. But we are here today and we'll show how data can be aligned with the tools that we offer and with the frameworks that we see. You can access insights right away. Don't struggle with digging into right data, make decisions faster, or presenting your strategies using number and visualization to your stakeholders easier. And there is much more what you can do using the data. Here you can see the framework for data-driven franchise marketing and customer experience. Imagine a world where your brand, customer experience, and reputations are flawless. With this data flywheel come in, it leverages centralized, streamlined data to fuel growth, running through the critical stages of any implementation of marketing and CX across locations. Centralized, fragmented data and set up transparent reporting. That is very important just to start. Then plan and implement marketing and CX strategies. You need to build something and start moving this wheel. Motivate franchisees and local team to engage, as they are a source of every information and every data they implement your test. Optimize marketing and CX strategy and start from scratch. With speed of growth accelerates as you move friction from your process, whether that's eliminating a lack of transparency, using the right tools, or addressing data fragmentation and misalignment between your teams and franchisees. So there are more. The more you reduce the friction and increase efficiency, the faster you'll achieve your results, the faster you'll grow. It will make both your franchisees and customers happy, and you'll get results that you expect. And I guess I'll give a word to Alex.
Roxy, thank you so much. Let me reshare the screen real quick. Can everybody see the screen okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what is ultimately today's session oriented for? It's a look behind Promo Republic's Location Leaderboard. And today what we will ultimately be exploring is how Promo Republic Location Leaderboard is the tool that can actually help you feel that data is your ally in franchise marketing and driving your digital customer experience process. So what exactly is a location leaderboard? It's an overview of how a location performs in a multi-location or multi-territory business with a key focus on franchising. It's an intuitive set of dashboards that are accessible to all team members, regardless of their technical background. The democratization of data ensures that everyone in your organization can contribute to a data-driven strategy formulation and ultimately decision-making process. When it comes down to the core metrics that are being tracked, it's anywhere from your social media and content performance metrics, your customer reviews, and your scores associated around them, the local SEO metrics, whether we're talking about keyword ranking, search ranking performance, or your click-through ratios, and other data that can be ultimately inputted within the system. Whether we think about Google Analytics, point of sales data, CRM, really the sky is the limit to create a top-down view of your organization and really streamline and remove that data fatigue. Promo Republic leaderboards are currently used by over 60 Promo Republic customers, and today we're now going to dive deeper into the best practices and frameworks that are working for them. What is the challenge that Promo Republic location leaderboards ultimately resolve? Whether you have multiple brands, multiple locations, whether it's 10, 100, or thousands, it's hard to track down to the individual franchisee level and manage their performance in real time. Most franchisees struggle to access insights for every single one of their locations, And it's a lot of excessive and manual effort that requires ongoing and systemized approach to actually diving into those data sets. Let's actually pull up a sample view of a location leaderboard and talk through a couple key components. In the first visualization, I'll be covering the overview tab and the ability to filter down the specific segment that you would like to access. Please bear with me as I reshare the screen. So what we're diving in first is the overview tab. The overview tab gives you the ability to group all the core metrics. In this specific sample dashboard, it's a benchmarking of your social, your review, and your local SEO performance for a top-down quick glance. We can understand in the top left corner the overall performance of how the brand is performing, and then if we hone in into the right, it's really where the gold nuggets lie, because you're able to quickly identify which locations are performing above the brand standard, who's in that middle zone, and who needs the most amount of helping hand to really get them caught up to the rest of the network. You can either look at it holistically across the entire organization, or you can always dive into the filtration logic. The filtration logic allows you to specifically silo out a grouping of locations, narrow down to a specific location. If you're managing multiple brands within your portfolio, honing into a specific brand to quickly re-aggregate the results. Having a top-down view allows you to see the entire spread of the locations that fall within the filter and allows you to take actions from there. Furthermore, moving over, as some people like to have map list views, we recently added a map list view filter that allows you to visualize the same information, but more in a map list view. We can quickly zone in into Toronto, and I like to pick on it simply because there's a lot of concentration of locations. And we can quickly isolate why we have some locations that are substantially outperforming, though their demographics are quite similar, and those that are simply falling behind, where we need to spend a little bit more time diving into their specific data sets to understand exactly what's going on, what are the takeaways and best practices that we can share back to that franchisee on what they can focus on the next month, the next business quarter, depending on the cadency that you like to work with your data sets. Diving back into overview, we have a quick snapshot. We're able to filter it down. We can revamp it and vitalize that into a map view. Back into the slides. One key point that I want to stress also is it's not one size fits all when it comes down to a location leaderboard. You might have your own visualization of how you want to track critical KPIs and metrics, or you potentially want to influx in external data sets as well, such as Google Analytics, CRM, point of sales data. It's something that we're able to restructure specifically to help you achieve back to your goals that you're seeking to solve through reporting capabilities. Moving on. So ultimately, missed data can be very overwhelming and annoying. Location Leaderboard helps you resolve that by giving you the integrated metrics, giving you a snapshot without any hassle, losing important time, or overseeing important information. Keeping track in the consistent execution of new projects or campaigns across all of your locations can be challenging, especially considering that a few poor reviews or misaligned communication, even at just one location, can damage the overall presentation and brand's reputation from a holistic standpoint. Let's take a deeper dive into reviews. In the review column, we can specifically isolate out just the brand's reviews on a hyper-location level. We can identify which locations are the North Star franchisees who not only have a strong average rating, but have a good velocity of new reviews coming in and a good response rate. Meaning if we're receiving 25 reviews that month, we responded to all 25 and we're doing it in a timely essence. In the best case scenario, you typically want to get back to your customers within one business day. Location Leaderboard allows you to have a top-down view of all of your locations and their incoming reviews. Are franchisees keeping the brand's integrity high and having a strong average rating? Is there a good velocity of new reviews coming in? Are we achieving that near 100% review response rate and doing it in a prompt manner? We can quickly identify the locations that should speed up the process, or we can quickly identify locations that are falling behind in response rates, or simply a good volume of new reviews coming in. Review velocity is just as important when we think of a local SEO strategy, that you have an influx of a lot of customer feedback that ultimately helps other customers who have a buying intent that your locations can fulfill to make the choice to go with your brand. Furthermore, we can dive in a bit more granular into the review dashboard that visualizes information in a little bit of a different format beyond numerical, where we can quickly holistically look system-wide. What is our average response rate? On average, how long does it take for us to respond? What's our overall review score as an organization? How many new reviews did we achieve over a specific period of time? How many of them were answered to? We can also apply filtration logic if we specifically want to isolate out a subset of locations to refactor into this visualization, or if we want to work with only a specific subset of a time period, as an example. Missed data can be annoying. Location Leaderboard with the integrated metrics provides also a snapshot to your reviews, ensuring that no reviews are falling through the cracks. I'd like to pass over the mic to Roxy to continue to the next pillars of Location Leaderboards.
Thank you, Alex. Let me share my screen. Let me know once you see my screen. I hope you do.
Yep, good to go.
It's great to have all of this data, but what we usually talk on our customer calls and what we talk on the market, there is a challenge that many franchisees lack clear incentive to improve performance. So you are coming from the head office standpoint and say like there are issues, but without the transparency or data that it is possible, and it's hard to foster healthy competition and drive local improvements. Franchisees need trust and franchisees need motivation in order to start doing something, and we give the data for that. As our friend Greg Nathan, author of Profitable Partnership, recently published insights from his study on franchisees and the factors contributing to their success, he shared those findings in our community webinar recently. He said that key factors to drive franchisee success are training, support, sense of belonging, and optimism to grow their business. So Leaderboard is playing a crucial role addressing this because it offers transparency, it offers source of training, source of support, and source of understanding that it is possible because other locations, other franchisees were able to do so. We'll go through quick demo. I hope you can see my screen. Very familiar from what Alex has shown. We can see overall score, we can understand what's going on in general with location, but then we want to dive deeper and understand what they're doing on each specific pillar and go and see, in our case, that local SEO is a part that is not performing well. Even though we've seen greenhouse and healthy locations in terms of reviews, they're still not being found. It is important to see and track it across the board. In a general view, we identified that there is a problem. What we can do, we can go and see what's going on and what locations are underperforming or those who are performing well. We can check what happening in general with their local ranking. Are they being found organically? What is their rank? Some of them are not being found at all. Some are on the top in organic, but they are not working on mobile, and a lot of customers are coming through mobile. So that is a way for us to see who is a location that can be testimonial locations for us, location 19 and 16 in this case, and also see the group of locations that require training, that require help with the strategy and optimization. We have an option to go and see in a dashboard view, in more detailed view, what's going on with the locations. We can see, okay, I have this location 19. What happens? What is their dynamic across the board? Is it something that just recently happened, or they are staying stably on the same good shape across the board, across each different metric? And here we see that even this location requires some support in order to stay on top. So for us, it's in a sense to help to motivate. Also example that locations in your distance are working fine, and give them some positive impact and a positive overview, because your franchisees can see that others could do that. And if others could do that, then it means that I can do that. So it's not only about growing the competition about within your locations, but also showing what's going on for in the brand itself. The benefits of this is performance reward. It's very important to recognize top performance, show them, and encourage others to strive and be better. It's goal-driven motivation. So once you understand that the goals are achievable, everyone around could achieve it, you feel that you can do better, especially if you have underperforming location. That is a way to track your goals. And it's support and communication. You have a tool, you have a dashboard that you can showcase to franchisees, so they have not siloed data when they see themselves without others, but they can also see what's going on with my region or with the whole brand, so they can become better day after day. The next one is optimize marketing and customer experience strategy. Location leaderboards helps you giving insights on implementing your marketing and customer experience for locations. As Alex has shown, the review tab, we give an option to understand where to focus in terms of reviews, in terms of volume of reviews, in terms of sentiment and quality of reviews, but also we give you a tool where to focus in terms of campaigns and everything that you launch for marketing, because it brings results. And your locations support you there, but you at the head office need to have overview to drive those results. Within the content option, you can see general overview, what's going on with my locations, how they are performing across the board, do they publish the posts consistently, what happens in general and across all the key metrics like impressions, reach, views, conversions, if you're driving ads, etc. You can go and dive deeper and understand, if I compare my brand 1 and brand 2, how they are intercomparable. They do the same amount of content, but can the similar content perform better? Especially if you have brands within same industry in the similar locations, you can cross-compare their numbers, because you can improve your brand's results through this. It's not only locations competing to each other. What is important with all the campaigns is see its specific campaign, how it's performing. So you can see, okay, I have those 2 campaigns that I'm comparing, that I launched for the same amount of locations. We did different volume of content. Did it impact our results? Yes, it did. You can dive deeper and see its specific post that was published, so you can understand what impacts the locations, the content, the caption, everything that seemed to be important. You can dive deeper and understand how to work with this, how to improve your strategy on a recurring basis. We believe that it's very important to cross-compare campaigns, cross-compare especially similar campaigns that you do for similar subset of locations, because that is the way for you to iterate the content, iterate the offering, go back to your product team, improve the service, improve the products that you offer, so it's sold better, visible better. You get more sales and conversions from that. So benefits of this, it's performance insights. You can monitor each location performance, but you can dive deeper and see how each campaign or each specific post with promotion is performing across the campaign. It helps you with strategic planning, because if you use this data on a monthly or quarterly basis, you can understand where to allocate resources, to understand what type of content is working, what's not working and not worth our attention. It's growth assurance, because you can implement the strategies that meet requirements for the brand, specifically for umbrella brands in general, for the whole umbrella, for specific region or location or type of campaign. You can dive deeper and say that we need to add extra layer of educational content because we do nothing there and it's only sales campaigns, and it impacts the results that we see. You can do this content optimization. Once you start tracking all of the content that you are sharing, you can understand how to improve it, and it impacts your sales, it impacts your local search ranking, it impacts everything that you do day to day. And it helps you to align messaging, because you can see what resonates better with certain audience or with certain group of locations or region. So it can be adjusted and tailored for their needs. And I guess I gave a word to Alex.
Thank you, Roxy. Well said. To summarize it out, feel free to take a screenshot of how to integrate data visualization tools and location leaderboards into your daily routine. But we will also be emailing over the presentation once our webinar commences. So ultimately, sometimes even the smallest changes and the mindset shift of franchisees can impact the overall growth. And remember, the power of habit and implementing it into your routine is a must. A couple key takeaways to how we see location leaderboard users function is on a weekly basis, they're constantly siloing out who are the top, mid, and low performers and preparing insights for ongoing franchisee meetings, or passing over that insight over to business coaches or field marketing experts. Adding a layer of gamification typically works to identify who the North Star franchisees are to ensure the rest of the network can catch up and pick up the pace. On a more wider scale timeline standpoint, on a monthly basis, really diving in and cross-referencing into other tools such as Google Analytics, back over into location leaderboards, identifying how your ads are performing, just to understand where you're standing on your long-term vision. And then if needing, reallocating resources of marketing budget based on the performance that we're capturing and visualizing back into location leaderboards. On a quarterly business review call, it's great to kind of hone back into how you're moving along with your set strategy and making sure that you can quickly make any sort of needed adjustments just to ensure the company will hit the long-term goals. On that note, I'd like to go over into the final slides. So overall today, what we've covered is location leaderboards brings you an overall consistency to ensure each franchisee is managing their needed pillars when we think of their local marketing, whether it's responding to reviews, doing it promptly, adding in an influx of local social media content to show who they are, increasing overall autonomy across the network to ensure a franchisee's local actions does impact their overall growth, giving and fostering a sense of ownership for their local marketing efforts. Overall proactive problem solving, having a top-down view and doing it systematically ensures that there's never a decline across performance, and if there is, addressing it before it becomes an issue that spirals out of control. And having clear data and ensures that you have enhanced communication from a top down, whether you're reporting to stakeholders or supporting franchisees with their ventures, you have data that's easily interpretable at your fingertips. On that note, we'd like to conclude out the presentation of our location leaderboards. I'm curious to hear for those who are not leveraging Promo Republic location leaderboards, drop in the chat how you're currently measuring such analytics, if you're doing it, and if you're not, is this something that's a key takeaway to bring into 2025 for you? I'd like to close out with any sort of Q&As. If you'd like us to dive a little bit deeper into something, maybe if something was not clear, now's the time to drop your questions into the chat.
It is always so scary when it's no questions. You feel that nothing is clear or everything is clear. So you're trying to guess. Thank you, Matthew.
Perfect. I think on that note, if no questions, we are ready to conclude. If anybody would like a one-on-one dive in, don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to walk you through to ensure that you're getting more function and value from your location leaderboards. If you're not using Promo Republic, definitely feel free to reach out to see how it can empower your organization as well.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.